One Tree Hill, 2003, cast then and now. From slam dunks on the court to heartbreaks that hit like a freight train, One Tree Hill wasn't just a teen drama, it was a feeling. It's been over a decade since the lights went out in Tree Hill, but the stars, they never stopped shining. Some went on to conquer Hollywood, others found new passions off-screen, and a few became real-life soulmates, turning on-set chemistry into lifelong love. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into the lives of the cast, then versus now. And trust us, some of their transformations will leave you speechless. Chad Michael Murray as Lucas Scott. Meet Lucas Scott, the soulful, brooding baller with a heart full of poetry and a whole lot of high school angst. Back in 2003, Chad Michael Murray didn't just play the underdog, he was the poster boy for every teen girl's locker door and every guy's emo hair inspiration. But long before he was pouring his heart out on the river court, Chad was charming us as Tristan on Gilmore Girls and stealing scenes in Freaky Friday and Dawson's Creek. Then came One Tree Hill, and boom, instant teen idol. He ruled the WB like a king, nabbing Teen Choice Awards left and right, and giving us that unforgettable Lucas-Nathan rivalry and the love triangle that launched 1,000 fanfictions. Post-Tree Hill, he didn't slow down one bit, from kissing Hilary Duff in A Cinderella Story to hunting ghosts in the House of Wax and jumping into the Marvel Universe with Agent Carter, Chad kept things fresh. He even flexed his writing chops with a graphic novel and a romantic thriller. And in 2024, he was back in rom-com mode, starring opposite Brooke Shields in Netflix's Mother of the Bride. And yes, the Freaky Friday sequel is officially happening, freakier and finer than ever. Now rocking his 40s like a pro, that's 43 years young if we're counting, Chad's still breaking hearts with 2.3 million fans following every move on Instagram. James Lafferty as Nathan Scott. From bad boy baller to husband goals, Nathan Scott's journey on One Tree Hill was the ultimate redemption arc, and James Lafferty brought it to life with charm, swagger, and that signature scowl-turned-smile combo that made hearts race every episode. When One Tree Hill hit our screens in 2003, James was just 18, rocking that buzz cut and dunking like he owned the court. He wasn't just Lucas's half-brother, he was the rival turned legend. And who could forget his iconic love story with Haley? It wasn't just TV, it was a full-blown teen romance blueprint. After Tree Hill wrapped, James didn't disappear, he leveled up. From action-packed thrillers like Crisis to indie gems like Waffle Street with Danny Glover and the gritty series Underground, he proved he could do way more than just high school drama. And plot twist, turns out he's just as smooth behind the camera. He directed episodes of The Royals and then teamed up with his OTH buddy Stephen Colletti to co-create and star in Everyone is Doing Great, a dark comedy that Hulu picked up in 2020. Spoiler, it's as hilarious as it is heartfelt. Today, James is 39 and crushing it, with 1.4 million Instagram followers, keeping up with his every move. And yeah, he's aging like a fine wine. Hilary Burton as Peyton Sawyer. Back in 2003, Hilary Burton burst onto our screens as Peyton Sawyer, the edgy, art-loving cheerleader who had us all feeling the angst and heartache over One Tree Hill. With her iconic curls and killer-tasted music, she quickly became a fan favorite, and by 2005 she was ranked among the 50 sexiest women, riding high on her early fame. But Hilary didn't just stay in Tree Hill. In 2008, she starred in The Secret Life of Bees, proving she could hold her own in a serious drama. Then came a string of TV hits, Castle in 2012, Grey's Anatomy in 2013, and the short-lived thriller Hostages that same year. She even reunited with One Tree Hill's Tyler Hilton in Extant in 2015, keeping that Tree Hill bond alive. From 2016 to 2017, she played the tough DEA agent on Lethal Weapon, and in 2020 she shocked fans with an emotional role as Lucille Nagan's wife in The Walking Dead, acting alongside her real-life husband, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Behind the scenes, Hilary bravely came forward in 2017 to speak out against misconduct in the industry, showing just how strong and outspoken she truly is. And if you missed her voice, she co-hosted the Drama Queens podcast from 2021 to 2024, spilling OTH secrets with fellow castmates. Now 43 and still radiant as ever, Hillary has 1.9 million followers who adore her blend of honesty, strength, and throwback charm. Bethany Joy Lenz as Haley James Scott. In 2003, Bethany Joy Lenz captured hearts as Haley James Scott, the brainy, big-hearted girl next door whose love story with Nathan became one of One Tree Hill's most iconic arcs. But long before that, Joy was already shining on screen. You might remember her as Michelle Bauer Santos on Guiding Light from 1998 to 2000, where she first showed off her dramatic chops. While OTH was her biggest mainstream break, Joy never limited herself to acting. She's a gifted singer too, performing both solo and as part of the indie duo Everly. Her soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics gave fans even more reason to admire her beyond the screen. Since the show ended in 2012, Joy's stayed busy, especially in the world of holiday romance. Just recently, she starred in A Biltmore Christmas in 2023 and Savoring Paris in 2024, keeping the charm alive in cozy TV films. And if you're a diehard One Tree Hill fan, chances are you've tuned into the Drama Queens podcast she co-hosts with fellow OTH legends Sophia Bush and Hillary Burton since 2021, a nostalgic treasure trove of behind-the-scenes stories. Now in her mid-40s, not that you'd ever guess, Bethany still looks radiant and deeply connected to her fanbase. With 1.6 million Instagram followers and counting, she's proof that talent, grace, and authenticity never go out of style. Sophia Bush as Brooke Davis. From teen drama queen to fierce activist, Sophia Bush has never been just one thing. Before she ruled the halls of Tree Hill High as the bold, stylish, and totally unforgettable Brooke Davis, Sophia made her film debut in National Lampoon's Van Wilder in 2002, alongside a young Ryan Reynolds. Talk about a fun start! She popped up in shows like Nip Tuck and Sabrina the Teenage Witch before One Tree Hill turned her into a household name in 2003. But Brooke Davis was just the beginning. After nearly a decade on OTH, Sophia swapped stilettos for a badge as Detective Erin Lindsay on Chicago PD from 2014 to 2017. She later led the CBS drama Good Sam in 2022, proving she could carry any role from high school heartbreaker to commanding doctor with ease. Her film credits equally stacked. From John Tucker Must Die and The Hitcher to voicing a superhero in Incredibles 2, she's done it all. And off-screen, she's a powerhouse. An outspoken activist and philanthropist, Sophia's been at the forefront of the Time's Up movement and continues to use her platform for causes that matter. Now in her early 40s, though she barely looks a day older than her Brooke Davis days, Sophia's as magnetic as ever. With 4.6 million Instagram followers, a recent appearance on Celebrity Family Feud in 2023, and her voice echoing in podcasts and movements alike, she's not just remembered, she's respected. Paul Johansson as Dan Scott. Ruthless, charming, and always 10 steps ahead, Paul Johansson owned the role like no one else could. But did you know he was already a TV regular long before stepping into Tree Hill? Back in the late 80s, Paul got his start as Greg Hughes on the soap opera Santa Barbara. From there, he bounced through the 90s TV scene, popping up in Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Beverly Hills 90210, and taking on a recurring role in the Western hit Lonesome Dove. Talk about range! Then came One Tree Hill, and with it the birth of one of the most complex villains in teen drama history. Dan Scott was the kind of character you couldn't look away from. Paul made sure of it. Post-OTH, he kept busy with roles in indie flicks like The Palmer Supremacy, Dear Eleanor, Crypto, and even action thrillers like God is a Bullet and Muzzle in 2023. From 2016 to 2018, he also played a major role in the gritty sci-fi series Van Helsing, proving that his on-screen intensity never dulled. Now at 61, Paul swapped courtroom dramas and betrayal-filled family dinners for more low-key roles, but he's still got that unmistakable screen presence. With 216,000 followers on Instagram, he's not chasing the spotlight, he is the spotlight, even in the shadows. Barbara Alyn Woods as Deb Scott. Remember Deb Scott, the glamorous, tough-loving mom with a rebellious streak? Barbara Alyn Woods brought Deb to life with a perfect mix of elegance, sass, and emotional depth that made her unforgettable on One Tree Hill. But trust us, her story didn't start or stop in Tree Hill. Barbara's been lighting up screens since the late 80s. Early on, she landed roles in cult sci-fi and thrillers like Circuitry Man, The Terror Within 2, and Delusion. By the mid-90s, she was popping up everywhere from striptease with Demi Moore to fan-favorite shows like Seinfeld, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Touched by an Angel. Before One Tree Hill, many remember her as Diane Zelinsky in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show, a role she rocked from 1997 to 2000. But when she became Deb Scott, that was a game-changer. She gave us drama, strength, breakdowns, and reinventions, and we ate it up. Fast forward to today. Barbara's 63, but you'd never guess it. She's glowing, active, and still very much in the game. Most recently, she stirred things up in the Chucky TV series from 2021 to 2022, and with 137,000 Instagram followers, she's still connecting with fans and reminding everyone that age is just a number when you've got timeless charisma. Moira Kelly as Karen Rowe. Who could forget Karen Rowe, the wise, warm-hearted single mom who held One Tree Hill together with grace and grit? Moira Kelly brought a grounded, emotional core to the series, making Karen one of the show's most beloved and respected characters. But Moira's legacy stretches far beyond Tree Hill. Before she was comforting Lucas over coffee at Karen's Cafe, Moira was already a familiar face in Hollywood. Back in 1992, she skated into hearts as Kate Mosley in The Cutting Edge, a role that still gives fans chills. Toe pick, anyone? She then stepped into the surreal world of Twin Peaks' Fire Walk with Me as Donna Hayward and gave powerful performances as real-life figures like Dorothy Day in Entertaining Angels and Hetty Kelly in Chaplin. Oh, and let's not forget she was Nala. Yep, that voice guiding Simba through love and destiny in The Lion King. Pure Moira magic. She even made waves in politics, fictionally, of course, as Mandy Hampton in The West Wing's first season, showing she could do drama, romance, and wit, all with elegance. Now in 2025, at 57 years young, Moira is still glowing with that same timeless beauty and charm. She recently returned to TV in Love of the Irish on Hallmark, proving that talent and grace never fade. Austin Nichols as Julian Baker. When Julian Baker walked onto One Tree Hill, camera in hand and heart on his sleeve, fans didn't know they were about to fall for one of the show's most lovable latecomers. Suave, sarcastic, and secretly sensitive, Austin Nichols brought depth and charisma to Julian and won over hearts faster than you can say brooding filmmaker. But long before Tree Hill, Nichols was already building a solid resume. He popped up in shows like CSI, Family Law, and Sliders, but his big TV break came with a steamy appearance in 6 Feet Under, where he played Brenda's edgy lover. On the big screen, he starred alongside Jake Gyllenhaal in The Day After Tomorrow, where he played the snarky, intellectual rival and proved he could hold his own in a blockbuster. After One Tree Hill, Nichols kept his TV momentum strong. He was unforgettable as Tommy Wheeler in Ray Donovan, gave us chills as Spencer Monroe in The Walking Dead, and creeped us out, in the best way, as Sam Loomis in Bates Motel. In 2024, he returned to the screen in Gaslit by My Husband, the Morgan Metzer story, taking on the role of Rodney Metzer in a chilling Lifetime thriller. Now 45, Austin's still rocking that leading man energy, sharp jawline, piercing eyes, and a presence that demands attention. With over 545,000 followers on Instagram, it's safe to say his fans haven't gone anywhere. Danielle Ackles as Rachel Gattina. Remember Rachel Gattina? The bold, beautiful, and unapologetically fierce girl who shook things up in One Tree Hill? That was Danielle Harris, who quickly became one of the show's most unforgettable characters. But her journey started even before Tree Hill. Back in 2003, she landed her first TV role on One Life to Live, and from there she was unstoppable. She popped up in hits like Charmed, NCIS, Joey, and What I Like About You, proving she had serious acting chops. Then came her breakout on the big screen with the cult comedy Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, followed by the psychological thriller The Roommate. But she didn't stop there. In 2012, she joined Retired at 35, and by 2017, she stepped into the fan-favorite role of Sister Jo in Supernatural, acting alongside her real-life husband, Jensen Ackles. Talk about a power couple. Today, Danielle is 46 years old, and honestly, she's got that same sparkle. With over 1.3 million followers on Instagram, she continues to inspire fans with her vibrant personality, family life, and throwbacks that keep Tree Hill nostalgia alive. And there you have it, the cast of One Tree Hill, then and now. Some chased new dreams, others built families, but one thing's for sure, they'll always have a place in our hearts. If you love this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss another blast from the past.